Good Saturday morning, friends. It's about 9 a.m. I have to say, I'm feeling a little lazy today. So I'm getting a late start. So I've been up since about 6:30, but I've been lounging. Everybody else in my house is still asleep. After a Friday night at the pizza shop, we're all pretty much worn out. So while they're sleeping, I decided to make a breakfast casserole, a tater tot breakfast casserole. I've never made this before. So we're gonna do this for the first time together. So let's get to it. So I've got 4 beaten eggs here in my bowl. I went ahead and beat those up so you didn't have to hear that sound. I've got 1 cup of milk I'm gonna add to that. Give it a little bit of a stir. And I'm gonna add salt, pepper, garlic. And then I'm going to add some onion flakes. I just thought that would be good. Or minced onion. Onion flakes, same thing. Tomato, you say tomato. Okay, get those in there. You could use real onions. I told you I'm feeling lazy. I just didn't feel like chopping up any today. So that's where these come in handy. Stir those in. I'm going to add a little bit of Aleppo pepper for some heat. You don't have Aleppo pepper, get you some. It's so good. It's like my new up there. This is in the race with Miss Paprika. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Aleppo pepper. It's a milder red pepper flake. So it's a little bit of heat without getting burnt. Okay. And of course, you know, my tried and true friend, Miss Paprika. Give that a stir. I keep all my favorite, I guess you can't see it, kind of here in the corner. I keep all of my favorite spices here on this little Lazy Susan. And I'm like, who's Susan? And why did they fashion a thing out of her and call her lazy? Not the Susan I know, not you, the Lazy Susan. Anyway, sometimes I think about weird stuff. All right, so we've got that up. The 4 eggs, the 1 cup of milk, and your seasonings. You choose your seasonings. So let me grab I call her my fat bottom girl. If you're local, Stevens Hardware sells great Lodge products. If you're not, and you listen, I think everybody, whether you're a beginner cook or an expert cook, should have at least 1 cast iron skillet in their kitchen. Lodge makes great. I'm not affiliated with them. They're not giving me anything. But they have great products. There's the new ones now are seasoned, ready to go. So you don't have to spend that time outside over the open fire like I did seasoning those skillets. So this is one of mine. I have several. So you know me, I don't like to do a lot of dishes. So I'm just going to mix everything up in my fat bottom girl and put her in the oven. If you don't have something like this, you can transfer everything into a 9x13 casserole dish. Okay, so we got that straight. I've got 1 pound of sausage, breakfast sausage here. So I'm going to add to this. So I'm all about using what I have in the fridge, as you know. So I had some those little squares of pepper jack cheese and some cheddar cheese here. So I'm going to put that right in with my eggs. And then also, I have 2 cups of tater tots. I don't know if I'm going to add more, but I'm just trying to measure 2 heaping cups of tater tots. They're just your standard. They're froze. Listen, y'all. Froze. Don't even worry about thawing them out, baking them. That's what the oven's going to do. So I'm going to add 2 cups of tater tots. I'm going to see if I want more. Get my stretches out for the morning. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to mix this up with that egg mixture. Now I'm going to pull my girl over here. Pour that right in my skillet. And as always, I have a pan of dishwater going, ready to do these dishes up. Oh, wait, look at that. friends. Oh, that looks good. Oh my goodness. Try to get all that sausage kind of evenly distributed throughout. Now, looking at the potato to meat ratio, looks like it's pretty good. I might add just a couple more here and there to fill her in. But I think 2 cups is pretty good. Pretty spot on. And seriously, that's it. It's done. It's ready for the oven. Also, you could come in and I'm going to maybe just a little bit because I've got quite a bit of chopped up cheese in there. If you don't have any of that cheese to chop up, just use some shredded cheddar. Cheese it with your hot. I have my oven heating up 350. It's ready to roll. I preheated that up before I started this process. Oh, friends. Look at here. Look at here. Isn't she a beauty? So now we're just going to put it in the oven. I'm really not sure how long. I'm going to say probably at least 45 minutes to get those potatoes cooked up and those eggs set. I will come back. I will set a timer and I will come back, show you the finished product and let you know how long this took. I'm excited about this. Oh my. So now put it in the oven. You could go about your day, whatever you've got going on. I probably should do chores, but I might just lounge. All right, I'll be back. All right, friends, we're back. The casserole's done. About 35 minutes in my 350-degree oven. Look at that. Why this was baking. I looked up information on the Lazy Susan. So I guess in 1840, and anything that was a carrying device was called a dumbwaiter. Something that transferred dishes easily was called a dumbwaiter. So the lore is that Thomas Jefferson went to France and they had the rolling carts and things. And he fashioned one and his daughter's name was Susan. So that's where the name came from, but they can't confirm that. So what I think of as a dumbwaiter, you think about the things, the mechanisms that you pull up. They took the food to different floors, which made sense because it was a serving vessel. And that was the mechanical dumbwaiter was invented. But in 1917, Veda de Fair magazine was the first advertisement for a Lazy Susan. It was $8.50. And I think in 1917, that's quite a bit of chunk of change for a swerving server. So anyway, in 1891, Elizabeth Howe, Leave It to a Woman, she patented the first Lazy Susan, and she had a better design that spun easier and kept the crumbs from falling onto a table. Leave It to a Woman to make things easier to clean up. Okay, so there you go. My husband says I am the queen of useless information. Now I just added some more to my repertoire. So anyway, here we have this casserole. Let's dish it up. I don't got a fork here. Let's see what she looks like. Now, like I said, this was about 35 minutes in my oven. Everyone's ovens are different. So you just want your eggs to set. I've never made it with tater tots. I've always made it with like hash browns, but I've never made it with tater tots. You know, if I'm doing the happy dance, this is good. Oh wait, maybe y'all know about this. I did it. I've never made it. It's delicious with the tater tots. Oh, I'm gonna have it with a little ketchup. Fancy sauce. This also be good if you want to make some white gravy. Pour a little white gravy over that. Make it with some toast. But what I thought was going to be good with it is I whipped up a little apple salad, like a little Waldorf salad. This one has just apples and cranberries and walnuts, 1 stalk of celery. This was 1 apple that I chopped up and I put some cranberries in there. And I thought a little sweet with a little spicy kick that I have in that tater tot casserole will be good together. Sweet and sour like me and Brock. I'll let you decide who's sweet and who's sour. There you go, friends. I hope you have a great weekend and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.